Hello everyone and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for General Hospital. RIC's death, crisis or not? Tragic loss hinted at by Sonny's warning signals. As Rick Lansing's reality begins to stabilize, spoilers for General Hospital suggest that disaster is very near. His affection for Elizabeth blossoms again, and his relationship with Sonny grows stronger. On the other hand, warning signals are being left. An ever-increasing danger is on the horizon, and Rick might soon experience a life-altering twist. Rick's peaceful life sets the stage for disaster. Finally, after all those years of anarchy and treachery, Rick Lansing has found stability. His friendship with Sonny Corinthos has been progressively healed. Trust and shared struggles have deepened their brotherly bond. That emotional transition has been clearly portrayed in recent scenes. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Baldwin has reignited Rick's romantic life. Their reunion has been warmly embraced by fans. His relationship with Molly has also been enhanced, producing a feeling of balance. On soaps, though, joy is frequently followed by sadness. This tranquil time may be purposely constructed as a setup. When everything starts going right, danger is typically not far following. Rick's newfound happiness could soon be broken. A tragic twist may be silently approaching his plot. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny's warning feels like a dark premonition. A recent talk between Rick and Sonny contained deeper substance than intended. Sonny confirmed that protection measures had already been established for Rick. This moment was designed to show compassion, but it also hinted at imminent peril. Rick brushed off the anxiety with fun, even joking about being expendable. However, Sonny's emotional response felt heavy and honest. He insisted Rick mattered because he was his brother. That line may have been written as subtle foreshadowing. Such emotive talks are often arranged before important turning points. The scene was laced with tension beneath its warmth. It produced a sensation that something dreadful might be coming. Viewers were left speculating if a fatal incident is being set up. Sidwell's revenge could turn deadly. Jane Sidwell's drive for retribution continues to grow greater each day. His anguish for Marco Rio's death has not been resolved. Although Sonny was not responsible, he remains a target in Sidwell's eyes. This misconception could lead to terrible consequences. Sidwell may not stop until he feels justice has been served. That may mean targeting Sonny's loved ones instead. Rick, being close to Sonny now, may easily become collateral damage. His position renders him particularly vulnerable in this fight. If Sidwell strikes, the repercussions could be severe for Port Charles. A stunning loss may be utilized to push Sonny into darker regions. Rick's destiny may hang in the balance if tensions continue increasing. General Hospital spoilers. Will Rick survive or face a fatal twist? Speculation continues to grow surrounding Rick's future on the show. A near-death experience may be scripted to mix things up. However, a full exit cannot be ruled out either. Soap history suggests that big characters generally fall during peak happiness. Rick's redemption narrative has been meticulously crafted over time. That makes him a great target for a devastating twist. His loss would significantly affect Sonny, Elizabeth, and Molly. The ripple effects would be felt across various narratives. For now, the danger remains unpredictable and overwhelming. Fans are left wondering if Rick will escape this storm, or will General Hospital bring another startling death that changes everything? Willow's new low. Nina faced with impossible choice as Sonny gets urgent warning. Get ready for a week of pure craziness in Port Charles. The impact from recent actions is set to burst. Lies will hang in the balance. Trust will collapse utterly. The General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 13, 2026 hint a truly heart-stopping episode is on the road. You will not want to miss a single second of this drama. Willow Kane stoops to shocking new depths. Willow is evidently not finished unleashing absolute mayhem. Spoilers say she makes another jaw-dropping step. Her acts raise significant eyebrows across town. This lawmaker claims all she does is for her children, yet her behavior suggests something far more nefarious. Shooting Drew in the back was just the start. Her revenge-fueled surge continues with alarming ferocity. Meanwhile, Nina confronts an excruciating predicament. She must learn Valentine's location from Charlotte's immediately. If she fails, a damaging video of Willow will leak. Valentine owns all the cards right now. He forces Nina into a corner. Nina must choose between her daughter and her granddaughter. Willow has zero sympathy for Nina's circumstances. She makes it obvious who Nina must protect. This showdown will be very intense. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny Corinthus receives an urgent danger alert. Justine approaches her breaking point with Sidwell. The crooked businessman blames Sonny for Marco's death. He even asks if Jordan's accident was purposeful. He definitely believes Sonny is targeting his people. Justine recognizes the urgent danger Sonny is in, so the acting DA goes right to his side. She gives him the crucial intel. This warning could change everything. Sonny may dismiss the present threat. He might even tease Justine for caring, but Justine insists the risks are tremendous. She sounds the alarm about Sidwell's wrath. She knows Sonny is in considerably greater danger than he thinks. Sidwell is out for blood. Sonny's reassurance may not be enough time. A conflict is looming, and Sonny is smack in the sights. Rick Lansing breaks difficult news to Alexis. Rick seeks to have a pleasant chat with Alexis. This will not be simple for them. Sonny actually begged Rick for this favor. He wants Rick to tell Alexis about Danny's latest plan. Danny supposedly approached Sonny recently. He wants to collaborate with Sonny. Danny wants retribution against the WSB. This is for what they did to Jason. Sonny did not want to convey the news. He and Alexis are currently in a nice position. Rick and Alexis, however, are barely speaking. But Sonny played the brother card. So Rick goes up to the plate. Alexis will undoubtedly erupt over this. Danny is traveling down a perilous path, and Rick is stuck in the middle. General Hospital spoilers. Brooklyn's alarm bells sound as Gio shines. Gio is taking big milestones in his healing path. He previously wowed Emma at Charlie's pub. Now he is about to startle her again. He makes another wonderful impression. Emma appears totally smitten with him. Their relationship grows stronger. This positive light is rare in Port Charles lately. However, his mother, Brooklyn, is severely disturbed. She may have been drinking and driving recently. She was acting odd at the pub reopen. We still do not know who caused Jordan's accident. Brooklyn is definitely a contender. She is hiding something serious, and her guilt is starting to show. Her world could come crashing down shortly. Quartermain excitement and hospital tension explodes. The Quartermain home will witness some genuine excitement. Brooklyn informs Ned about fostering Phoebe. They have been provisionally authorized. Ned is pleased to have a baby in this house again. The announcement is a bright point for the family. However, Willow is doubting Nina's perplexity. She wonders why Nina worries about her friendship with the Qs. Willow may pretend she is merely helping Chase. Over at GH, the tension is really high. Lucas Jones grills Isaiah Gannon intensely. He demands answers promptly. Lucas wants to know what they were doing, what required life-saving measures. Stella Henry also approaches Curtis Ashford with a concerned attitude. Curtis grows quickly alarmed. He worries a change in Jordan's condition. This probable setback creates a tremendous distress for the hospital. Everyone is on edge. The suspense is real. On the road again with Valentine Cassadine and the crash crew. General Hospital's Valentine didn't have the night he wanted, but neither did Curtis and Jordan. Clearly, Curtis and Jordan had a rougher night, as did countless others who drove down Route 91 in upstate New York this week. So much for opening night at Charlie's being everything everyone imagined it would be. Maybe Christina might consider that the place is cursed, and that's where we start this week, since bad driving makes for wonderful soap opera. Jordan and Curtis, we have questions. So, everyone was at Charlie's spectacular reopening, including Curtis's daughter, who was singing, while Curtis and Jordan were on their way to a posh restaurant for a dinner date. Why were they not headed to Charlie's like everyone else? That's only our first query about this catastrophe of a romantic night. Second, why did you take your eyes off the road for a kiss, Jordan? Like, how dumb can you be? That's actually worse than texting and driving, because she also had to bend over to get the smooch in. Being the former police commissioner and deputy mayor in charge of safety in Port Charles, Jordan should know better. Now, Jordan and her one kidney are in the ICU after surgery, with Curtis not even convinced that Jordan will leave. That's not a terrific scenario, but seriously, how did you not chuckle when Curtis flagged down aid and Valentine arrived from the fog out of nowhere, not saying a word? We felt like we were in Greenland again, but we're simply thankful Drew wasn't there to get smacked overheard the head by Victor before needing a save from Holly, the person who really saved Willow's life. But we digress. We can't simply picture what was going through Curtis's head when an international fugitive that everyone has been looking for since December just turned up to deliver some feats of strength to rescue Jordan out of the car before it went boom. Then he faded into the night again as if he were never there. Can someone call Marvel? We have a new middle-aged superhero. Happiness is a glass of wine. According to Curtis, they nearly hit someone, but whoever it was sped off, leaving Jordan and Curtis for dead. So, perhaps, who was possibly driving erratically to have caused this accident? Could that have been a celebratory Brooklyn? She was quite excited after learning she would be a foster mom, so Brooklyn gulped some wine. She may have even sipped a bit more wine and not thought about it. She certainly didn't think about it when Dante called to inform her Gio was ready to perform. We never saw somebody run so fast. We also never witnessed anyone fall into a jazz bar as fast as Brooklyn did. Could something have happened along the way? Did Brooklyn observe the car swerve and not notice it hit something? If Brooklyn is the one who left Curtis and Jordan to die because she was drinking, the storytelling possibilities are endless. First, doctors who make house calls. You'd think Dante would notice that Rocco has the same exact bandage and sort of wound on his hand in the exact same area as Jason had a wound. And their hands got hurt the same night, but no, he doesn't. But who is prepared to wager that when Rocco ultimately winds up in General Hospital near death, he's going to find out? But that's neither here nor there, since Lulu wasn't about to take her son back to the ER. So she asked her brother's BFF to make a house call. And wouldn't you know that Isaiah used Route 91 to get there from his mountain hideaway with pregnant Portia? He was late going to Lulu's house and seemed pretty darn distracted when he came home. Then Portia told him about Jordan's accident and he seemed a bit spooked out. Was he worried about Jordan or worried about what he may have done to Jordan? And this is where General Hospital stands out from the other soaps. A new layer is added to current stories every week to generate mystery, intrigue, and surprises with several umbrella stories. Every story seems to weave together and we are never bored. Now we have a hit-and-run mystery to solve, so we need to put those thinking caps on for the next few weeks. Perhaps someone else was on that journey we haven't even thought about. Attic boyfriend. At Curly's service. So, General Hospital has a new duo everyone is talking about and nobody predicted. Valentine sure didn't, but when Curly went into Steinmar with her horrible black wig and big old spectacles, Valentine was charmed. So he decided why not jump out of an aircraft and move in with her. And that's what she did. And that's just what he did. Valentine and Carly have been roommates for months, and it's the nicest thing that has occurred to GH in years. Whoever decided to make Valentine Curly's dedicated manservant deserved a medal. This is the most incongruous match, but one nobody can seem to get enough of. Carly may moan, but we know she appreciates coming home at the end of a long funeral day, putting her feet up on the coffee table and having a drink given to her to unwind. One night, it's cock of vin, another night, it's a glass of wine. What could be better? Well, a roll in the hay. But Danny and Charlotte put a wrench on those plans. If Danny and Charlotte had not put a kink in those plans, Carly certainly wouldn't have slept with Jack. But we wouldn't have had the chance to see that explosive moment when Valentine materialized in front of Curtis's face like a hoodie-clad ghost in the night. And we wouldn't have missed that for anything. Attic boyfriend's wounded hurt. But our poor French-speaking, piano-playing, Billy Joel singing, covered soul-shaped Attic boyfriend had his sweet heart broken when Jack showed up and Curly ended up having sex with him. Valentine looked so mournful on the terrace as he peeked through the French doors, willing Carly not to do it. But Carly had to keep up appearances, right? She can't let her lone connection to Jason go, so she had to take one for the team. As Valentine wandered around downstairs drinking his sorrows away, he had no idea that Carly could only envision him when she was in bed with Jack. We are convinced that would have affected what happened the morning after. Our darling Carly and Valentine had a little lover spat, with Valentine rushing up to his attic and slamming the door, and Carly going back to the moment a month ago when an international fugitive shook her world. General Hospital's Faison Sibbs and Sidwell. Yes, Britt has known that the man calling himself Nathan has been Keisha's all along. Knock us over with a feather. GH couldn't have made this reveal more obvious, considering the hug Britt gave her brother back in September. But it turns out that Faison siblings are kind of fun. They clearly got to know one another well while Britt was gone for 2 years, so they immediately formed a rapport. We can see Keisha's turning on Sidwell and teaming up with Britt and company to finally take this man down. Or maybe Sidwell will band up with them to take Colum down. There are so many distinct dynamics at play here, and anything can happen. We enjoy it when unusual figures form a united front. Invite Sonny, RIC, Jocelyn, Valentine, Carly, and even Anna into this little gang. Come summer and Operation Rescue, Jason will commence, or so we hope. General Hospital comings and goings. Returning leading man debuts. A favorite leading man resurfaces on General Hospital as Ethan returns to Port Charles while Stella, Justine, and Jacinda stir up trouble during the week of April 13 to 17. A renowned leading guy resurfaces on General Hospital this week. Here's the soap's latest comings and goings for the week of April 13 to 17. Key takeaways. Nathan Dean returns as Ethan Lavette on April 17. Varney Watson resumes her run as Stella Henry with heartbreaking scenes opposite Curtis. Nazneen Contractor reprises her role as Justine Turner, alerting Sonny of oncoming peril. Paige Herschel resurfaces as Jacinda Bracken for a confrontation with Willow, the week of April 13, 2026. Nathan Dean returns to the Port Charles fold as Ethan Lavette, son of Holly and the late Luke. On Friday, April 17, here's the lowdown on the actor. Dean, who once went by Nathan Parsons professionally, originally played Ethan from 2009 to 2012 and made infrequent appearances over the years. The character was last performed by James Ryan in 2023. Varney Watson continues her latest visit as Stella Henry. She has poignant sequences with Donald Turner's Curtis on Monday, April 13. Nazneen Contractor is back on the scene as Nazneen Contractor is back on the scene as Justine Turner. The Port Charles Acting District Attorney tips off Sonny to the danger he's in on Monday, April 13. The show's fans are confused by the two characters' forbidding romance. Paige Herschel resurfaces as Jacinda Bracken. The character has an encounter with Catalin McMullen's Willow on Friday, April 17. General Hospital spoilers next 2 weeks. Hero arrives, ultimate betrayal, youngster joins the mob. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, April 13 to April 24, hint that some unsettling situations are on the road for Carly while Britt bumps into someone. There will also be a New York City trip while Ethan Lavette makes a reappearance, so let's examine what's in store. During the week of April 13 to 17, Rick will have some bad news for Alexis. Will be frightened over Danny seeking to link himself with Sonny's mob and break the norms of justice. Sonny tried to push Danny down a healthier road, but he doesn't realize Danny is now obsessed on Jane Sidwell as the source of all Jason's issues. Next, Willow will show off her scheming side and stun Nina in the process. It looks like Willow's attempt to mislead Charlotte and uncover Valentine's location could lead to catastrophe. As for Britt, GH rumors predict she will have an uncomfortable run-in with Lulu. Lulu will very likely be on edge as she tries to keep Rocco's secret under wraps. Will Britt suspect that something's off? As for Tracy, she'll face a Quartermain family dilemma. Will this have something to do with Brooklyn's choice to drink and drive the night of Jordan's automobile crash on Route 91? Jocelyn will also probe and show symptoms of suspicion. When Jocelyn meets her mom and Valentine at Carly's apartment, will she realize that these two have been mixing business with pleasure? Valentine and Carly once again agreed they were done with the passionate side of their alliance, but we'll see how long they can keep to that. Regardless, Carly will be rattled in the coming episodes, so the situation with Willow, Charlotte, and Brennan could lead to her hidden attic dweller being in peril. As for Curtis, he'll do everything he can to step up for Jordan as she begins her rehabilitation. Willow will also have a tense face-off with Jacinda as Nina hears someone's presentation. Laura going to seek an ally, so will it be Nina or someone else? Since Ethan will return starting April 17, they may be the reason Christina gets caught by surprise according to B&B spoilers. The week of April 20 to 24 will bring Ethan's catch-up sessions across town, so Christina may find her old crush coming back. It also looks like Ethan may pay Sonny a visit and extend his support when it comes to taking down Sidwell. Ethan certainly isn't a fan of Sidwell's given all the drama that went down with his mother, Holly Sutton. Meanwhile, fans will experience Gio's New York City trip with Emma. Emma and Gio are traveling to Broadway where they will enjoy the Aladdin theatrical show and meet out with Michael James Scott following his performance as Genie. Finally, Sidwell could be driven to some deadly moves if he's still hooked on Sonny being Marco's killer by then. General Hospital spoilers predict the following 2 weeks will offer some significant excitement, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel without missing any update.